This tutorial is for the Picot Shells pattern. The ones that you can see here are done in various colours. There are 2 rows to the pattern. You've got a foundation chain row and then the actual shells row, and you can swap and change the colours as much as you like. This one's just done in 2 colours with the 2 rows in white and then 2 rows in pink. On the blue one there's sometimes a foundation chain row in a pale and the shell row in a dark. I'm just going to use the one colour today. It's a variegated yarn in double knit, and I'm using a 5mm hook. We start off with a chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then join with a slip stitch into the first chain to form a circle. The first stitch, as always, on each row is going to be 3 chains, which counts as the first double crochet. So we've got 3 chains, which counts as your first double, and then a chain. So we've got 4 altogether. And then we work 1 double crochet into the ring, followed by 1 chain. We do exactly the same thing, 1 double, 1 chain, until we've got 7 double crochets and 7 1 chains. So double crochet, 1 chain, double crochet, 1 chain. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the very last stitch is a 1 chain after your double crochet, and we're going to join with a slip stitch into the 3rd chain of the starting stitch. This is going to give you 8 1 chain spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Slip stitch into the first 1 chain space, and we're going to work 3 chains, which is the starting double crochet, and another 7 double crochets into that same space. Sorry, 6, so that we've got 7 altogether. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. We're then going to do a single crochet into the next chain space, followed by 7 doubles into the next space. Oops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, and then 1 single crochet into the next chain space. We carry on the same way until we reach the end of the round. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, followed by a single crochet into the next space. We've got 7 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then in the very last chain space we're going to do a single crochet and then join with a slip stitch into the third chain of the starting double crochet. We'll now snip off the yarn, pull through the loop and pull tight. If you're going to change colours and do alternate colours on the rows, you would now start with a new colour. I'm going to carry on with the same colour. Now into any of the single crochets we can start on the following row. I prefer to start with a standing double crochet, but it's entirely up to you if you'd rather join the yarn. If you do, your first stitch will be 4 chains, which counts as a double crochet and a chain. I'm going to start with a single crochet, so slip knot onto your hook, yarn over, through, pull up a loop, yarn over 2, yarn over and pull through 2. This gives a standing double crochet followed by chain 1. If you've started by joining the yarn at this point, you would do 4 chains. Into that same single crochet we do a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1. So we've got 4 double crochets and 3 chain 1 spaces. We now do 5 chain and we go over to the next single crochet where we do exactly the same as we did in the first one. So we've got double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and then again we're going to do chain 5 and over onto the next single crochet where we do the same again. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. This is going to form the first of the corners that we're going to work in on the next row. So again, chain 5 and we do the same again to the end of the row. When we get round to the very last stitch, we've done the 5 crochets, we're now going to join with a slip stitch into the first stitch. We're now going to slip stitch into the first of the chain spaces and we're back on the 7 double crochet row. So we're going to do 3 chain, which counts as the first double crochet, followed by another 6 double crochets into that same space. 3, 4, 5, and 6, which is going to give us 7 double crochets. Single crochet into the next stitch and 7 double crochets into the next one chain space. 4, 5, 6 and 7. We're now going to do one single crochet into the middle double crochet from the previous row. So it's sometimes easier to count back. We've got 7, so if we count back 1, 2, 3, 4, it's the 4th stitch there, and we catch the 5 chains into the same stitch and do one single crochet. We then do 7 double crochets into the next one chain space. 4, 5, 6, 7 and a single crochet into the middle chain space there, and 7 double crochets into the next one chain space. 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Again, we're going to go into the middle double crochet of the previous round. Make sure that you've caught the 5 chains from the last round and do a single crochet to attach that down. And then again, you won't be surprised to find that we're doing 7 double crochets. And again, a single crochet in the middle space and 7 double crochets into this next one. We're then going to do the single crochet into the 4th of the double crochets on this row, catching down the 5 chain space, 7 double crochets into this one, single crochet, 7 double crochets, single crochet into the 4th stitch, catching down the 5 chain space. Carry on in this way and I'll meet you at the end of the row. Now we've done the final single crochet into the 4th of the trebles, we're now going to join with a slip stitch into the 3rd chain of the starting stitch, and then pull the loop a little bit. You put your hook into that stitch that you've just done, the single crochet, catch the loop and pull it through. This row's slightly different as the foundation chain again, the chain row, because we've now got 4 actual corners. So in the single crochet between the 2 corners, we're only going to do the 2 trebles, which in this case is 3 chain, plus a chain, and sorry, not a treble, a double, and another double in that same space. We're going to do 5 chain, and now we're into the corner. In the corner it's going to be like the previous one, where you're going to do 4 doubles and 3 single crochet, 3 chain. We've worked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain, so into the single crochet we do double, 1 chain, a double, one chain, a double, one chain and a double. Again, we're going to do the 5 chains, 3, 4, 5, and again into this single crochet we're going to do 1 double, 1 chain and 1 double. 5 chain, and again into the next corner stitch we're going to do 1 double, 1 chain, 1 double, 1 chain, 1 double, 1 chain, 1 double. So you can see we've got the corner piece, and then in between the 2 corners we're only doing the 2 doubles with 1 chain in between. So we carry on in this way: 5 chain, 1 double, 1 chain, 1 double, 5 chain, back into the next corner where we're going to do 1 double, 1 chain, 1 double, 1 chain, 1 double, 1 chain, 1 double, and I'll meet you round at the end of this row. Come round to the end of the row where the last 5 chains, we're now going to slip stitch into the 3rd of the starting 3 chain with a slip stitch. We then slip stitch into that 1 chain space, 3 chain, which is going to count as the first double, and another 6 double crochets to make 7 in total. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and again we're going to go into the 4th treble of this row, catching the 5 chain from the previous row and a single crochet. Into the corner we're going to go into this first chain space here and work 7 double crochets, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, followed by a single crochet in the middle and 7 doubles into the next 1 chain space. So we're going to carry on in this same way, where the next stitch is the single crochet into the 4th treble, catching down the 5 chain space. Into this next 1 chain space will be 7 doubles. We then do a single crochet into the 4th double, and so on until we get back round to the end of this row. And the very last stitch will be a slip stitch into the 3rd stitch of the starting 3 chain. Again, you can pull up the loop, pop your hook through the single crochet, pull the loop through, and you can start again with the first stitch of the foundation chain row, which again is going to be 4 chain, 1 double, and then the 5 chains across to the next single crochet, where again you will do 1 double, 1 chain, 1 double, 5 chains round to the corner, where you will do double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet to make the corner. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. Please subscribe to my channel and see you again soon.